Hey everybody, blessed day. Hope it's going well for you. Yeah, it's going okay here. Seems like another mild day, so I'll probably get out here for a walk with the pup here. So I had the guitar on. I had it. Of course, it needed tuned, cleaned. It was all strings are getting bad on it, but yeah, just simple chorus. I mean, sure everybody's heard it. Is it John Denver Country Road? So I don't even know if I'm doing it right or whatever. Of course, and I'm sure it's tuned. You know, if you played this song, I mean, it's going to sound different because of the tuning. I mean, me playing in 432 and all, but yeah, it just kind of popped into my head. I'm like, I kind of heard as like, I just think that's just simple. You know, that progression, whatever it is, 1 4 1 4 6, something like that. But it seemed like it was that. So yeah, 1 4 6 5 1, I think. But anyhow, that stuff don't matter. But especially when you get it like me, just something comes to your head, you just pick it up, and however you figure it out, you figure it out. One thing about a guitar, there's more ways to do something than just as written. You know, I mean, you can play, I mean, maybe not everything, but a lot of things. You don't have to play in a certain position. Sure, it might change the tone a little bit, or the way the chord sounds or something when you invert it or whatnot, but you're still playing it. You know. But anyhow, so let me pick this thing up and even see. I mean, I've been trying to play it some, but like I said, with the last time I picked it up, I could tell it was out of tune and I didn't feel like messing with it. But this time I did, because like I said, I wanted to share this, you know, that part of it. So let's see here. Let me set this down. Set it down over here, I guess. Yes, I cleaned it up a little bit. Like I said, the strings are still not really that great, but they're Elixirs, so they do last a lot longer. But they still, you're not playing them and stuff. I mean, it's... Okay. Country road. Yeah, something like that. So I know it's not. It's like somewhat true, but it has like some stuff there. And like I said, maybe the 1 chord. I'm not sure. Like I said, I didn't look anything up. I just went off my head. But also, while I have you guys here, I was going to give a little short. And there again, too damn lazy to hit the record button. But it's just simple stuff. I mean, I've certainly shared on my X feed and maybe even in a channeled message and videos and stuff like that. But about breathing, you know, the different techniques and things that you can use. Salt baths, you know, and the singing bowls and, you know, solfeggio frequencies, binaural beats and shit, you know, healing frequencies, you know, going to sleep with that in your headphones and stuff. But breath work, I mean, is way, way, way under. I don't know. It just, because I really felt a weight. I don't know. And I knew it was like, man, what the fuck's this, you know? And I just sat in a chair. I put my little thing, you know, so it was like totally blind. Even if I opened my eyes, you know, it's still blind behind the mask, so it's total dark. And I just really focused on breath. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a nice deep, you know, in Buddha belly, you know, hold that 4, 6 count, whatever, and then out slow through your mouth for like 8. and repeat. Repeat as long as you need to until you transmute, and that leaves you and a feeling of calm and peace come over you. And that can take various amount of time depending, I mean, 5 minutes, and sometimes and then you go long, like you'll sit a half an hour and you're like, man, meditate, I can't. No, it's real easy. Just sit there in the chair. Don't think about nothing. Don't have your phone, being dark, no music. I would say as quiet as possible and just focus on that breath, on doing that, because that's hard enough to do, folks. I mean, if you really begin to observe not only life and others, but your own manner, like how you're thinking, what you're saying, how you're breathing. Shallow breath, man. I mean, just having that, and I'm certainly not there. I'm not saying I'm a yogi master or something, but I'm telling you, the more you can be aware, like, it's hard, but as it becomes as natural as breathing, that you just always are in that state and in that breath, the results will speak for themselves, I mean, but we can't even be aware. Here's how weak we are. We think we're in control. We're in, big boy walking the fucking halls, walking wherever. I'm in control. Can't even control your fucking breath. It's ludicrous, but I mean, I'm thankful I've awakened to these things. These false facades and any pride or ego. I have anything to do. I do, and I don't. But I'm glad I've recognized that and grown into that, and not just some other fucker's idea and limited beliefs and things that do nothing but hamstring and hold you to fuck back. And it ain't even your life. They're not even concerned with your life. I mean, you got to live your life. They're not in your life, your home, whatever the hell you're going through. You are. You got to live it. You got to experience it. You got to have all that shit going through your thoughts and your mind and your heart, your soul. Ain't nobody else going to do it. You can't even take control, take thought of breath and sit 5 minutes. And okay. Y'all solid about moving ahead into the future, and you can't breathe or be aware. Oh shit, I'm breathing shallow again. Or these simple fucking things. Childish things, elemental things. But we're big and bad, and we're in control. Can't even control our breath. But I mean to tell you, I did that. And it went longer than it needed. I accomplished rather quickly. Probably like 2 to 3 minutes. I was feeling calm. The anxiety, whatever that feeling was, that heaviness in your fucking chest and whatever it was gone. I could have stopped. I didn't. Just things, let it pass. Take what, resonates, right? You hear it all the time. And it's the truth. Not everything is going to come in. But when you're in a better state, like at first you're fighting that happens more till you get to the point of release. Once you're there, it's mainly, you can pretty much take that shit, have a notepad maybe. Now you don't need your eyes covered so much. Okay? Still kind of dark in it. But the shit that comes, I mean, be aware of that. Write that down. The ideas that come or whatever, an answer that comes. Because you'll forget it quicker than shit. I'm just telling you, that's the way it works. So write that stuff down, or at least like like I've even thought of, like, when I get more complex things, and I might start to just use like a voice memo, not necessarily cut a video like this, but like do memos, and then I can listen back and maybe develop. It's just a thought I had the other night because all that stuff was coming through, and it wasn't really write that down. I ain't writing a paragraph or whatever, I mean, when it's just beyond a small thought or something, I mean, it gets a little deeper. You need your voice. There's power in your voice. Not that there isn't in written word and putting it on paper. You're combining a lot of different things as you do that. But the most powerful way is to speak it. And that's how things were created. Speech is vocal, is complex. If you ever looked at a vocal, I know because I worked with it and tried to use it in a project when I was in trade school. And it's gotten better. I mean, I'm sure they're working with it a lot easier now. All the technologies, all the chips, everything has improved. But at that time, very, very difficult, even with the simple word run, stop, start, to get that repeatable in the range that the electronics recognized it and did what you asked it to do. It was very difficult because it just varied so much. So you had to write that in. You run out of time. I ran out of time on the project. I could have actually had it better than it was, but I had ideas. But anyhow, digressed for what that's worth. I don't even know what that was for or why, but anyhow, I think I said what I needed to say, and I shared. I mean, that's simple. That's all it was. That little bit of the chorus of it. And I'm like, I bet. And I just needed to see, so I pick it up, and of course it's out of tune, so I had to do what I had to do. So I knew I would post, but no, I mean, it pretty much, even in 432, I mean, that sounds like it. I don't know if the words are, I'm quite saying the words and stuff right, but I enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too, and you're enjoying your day. And I mean, make it the best because you choose. I mean, it's the reality of it. I mean, you're going to have to choose better outcomes and go after better outcomes. I mean, you can't just expect that it's going to jump into your lap. I mean, there's an aspect of that, yes. I mean, there's both sides of the coin in all these dynamics, but you know what I'm saying. You know exactly what I'm saying. Don't try to convolute that. So the balance there. Anyhow, have a great day, all. Love and light. I'll talk to you.